Today is Follow Along Friday, and today we're going to be tattooing this simple line design right here. It is more on the organic side, so if you've been sucking lately, you're just starting out, you're trying to develop your line work, this video will be for you. Should you have any questions, please feel free to drop a comment below. I'll do my best to assist in the best possible direction. If you're wanting to follow along, I'll post this design in my community section, which I will link for you down below so you can download, place it down, and follow along with me step by step. Quick gear rundown. I'm going to be doing this tattoo on a sheet of real skin, fake skin. Here we have Spirit stencil paper that I used to place this design down. I'm going to be using simple petroleum jelly to keep my fake skin clean, along with my Muso Toku Mercury M1 tattoo machine. I'm going to go with a Mass Pro 7 hollow round liner for this entire design. This is going to be a standard 7 round liner. I'm also going to be using dynamic black tattooing ink along with Phantom Tattoo gloves. That's pretty much my entire setup top to bottom here. I'm also using Scotch shop wipes to keep my fake skin cleaned up. First things first, I'm going to be running at around 6 volts. This is going to be a harder hitting machine. I believe this is going to be like a 4.1 or 4.2 millimeter stroke. So I have a harder hitting machine. It's basically a 4 and up. So 6 volts seems about right for me. You can adjust your voltage to accommodate the machine that you're using. If you're using a 3.5, you may want to start higher since it's a softer hit. The idea is the softer the hit, the softer the stroke of your machine, the higher you're going to want to go. The higher the stroke, the lower you're going to want to go. So when I'm going to tattoo, the first thing I'm going to pay attention to is my comfortability, identifying my A and B point. I need to figure out where I'm going to start. So for here, I figured maybe somewhere right here in this area and then kind of building on up that way, so that way I don't have to worry about losing this stencil here. Now that I've identified my starting area and ending points, I'm going to begin to apply this as cleanly as I can. I'm going to break this area down into multiple lines. And then what I'm going to do is begin by tapering into this area right here. I'm going to let my needle catch before I begin moving, and then when my needle catches, I'm going to leave it in that area, in that depth. Once it catches into the skin, I know it's depositing the way that it should. And that's the takeaway right there. You gotta let your needle catch, give it enough time to do what it needs to do before you start dragging it to the next areas. Let me go and get a little bit of ointment, put it over here, wipe away so that way you can see the results that I am working with. And there we go. I would continue this process throughout the entire tattoo. So I'm going to continue by identifying my A point, B point, prioritizing my posture, my comfortability. Here we go. So I'm going to taper into this existing line right around here. And then bring that this way. As cleanly as I can. I'm not going for perfection, but I am focusing on my workflow. I'm trying to keep a steady pace. I'm trying to make sure that my drag is consistent throughout the entire drag here. I'm going to taper out right there. And then I'm going to go back this way. So I'm going to go get a little bit of ointment, move that away. I'm going to bring this down. So here's my A point now. Taper in. Every single line that I create has a taper in and out. Even ones that are going into each other, like this area that I'm going into right now, taper into that existing line like so. From here, I'm going to keep continuing working my way that way. What I really like about this design as well is that it's more on the organic end. So if you make little mistakes like I did right here, it really doesn't matter. It fits the style of this design, which makes this Follow Along Friday a fun one. The same routine, I'm going to taper into the existing line. I'm going to go bring this around. Like so. Until I feel uncomfortable, which is right around here. I don't want to push it. And I'm going to continue building up. So I no longer have to worry about losing this side. I can comfortably work on the area that's left here. That's why I chose to start right here. So you can kind of see how the choices that I'm making do have a practical approach there. They do contribute to my workflow. It's going to be the same thing. So from here, I can kind of bring this around this way if I would like. And then connect it in over here. Like so. And then I'm going to bring this around this way and continue. And I do feel like the 7 hollow round liner fits just nice. It fits cleanly for this design right here. Not too thin and it's not too heavy in line weight either. It's right in the middle. So I'm starting to feel uncomfortable, so I'm going to stop right around here and taper out. And I'm going to continue that workflow that way. Same thing right here. I'm going to kind of bring this way. Bring it around like so. There we go. I'm going to dab away. I'm going to go back for some more ink and kind of repeat this process. A slow, gradual, peaceful workflow each and every step of the way. I'm going to do this line right here because it's a bit closer, and then I won't have to worry about losing this bottom anymore. There we go. Do the same thing with this one right here. Taper in. And taper out this way. Just like that. So I'm now done with this section of the tattoo. I no longer have to worry about losing it, which makes this little detailed area much more easier. This area right here is actually not a part of the tattoo, so we're just going to leave that alone. That was there prior to placing this design down. Same thing here. I'm just going to identify by point A and then make my way on over to point B. Like so. So you can kind of see that the choices that I'm making here kind of help benefit and contribute. Basically each line that I create and implement, the tattoo gets that much more easier. And I feel like the workflow of tattooing should be that way. The more the tattoo goes on, the easier it gets and the more fun it gets, as opposed to the beginning of a tattoo when we risk losing a stencil. Once we get past that point, it becomes much more funner, but that's if we're developing a peaceful workflow. You kind of see A to B all the way through. And taper out right here, just like that. Same thing right here. Bring this line this way. Taper, I'm going to taper back in this way to kind of mimic the eyebrows there. Same line weight, I'm not going to change it line weight. I'm going to keep the line weight the same, the entire design here, just for the sake of simplicity. And then the last line to complete this tattoo is going to be right here. So I'm going to start from right here, taper in, bring this around this way, and around like so. And that completes this design. Allow me to clean it up and I'll give you a top view. Here is a top view and a close-up view of this Friday's follow along. In my opinion, this one was a fun one, very simple, very fun. Not by any means do we have to be perfect throughout this session here. There's a lot of room for error, and that's what really makes this one fun. If you're not happy with your results, come back to this video in about maybe 1 to 2 days, come back on Sunday, try it again, and you will see gradual improvements the more that you do it. There's no way around progress but through it, and you hear me talk about that a lot within my fundamental tattoo handbook that I wrote, which is available on Amazon. We have to go through the process. There's no way around the progress but through it. These are the final results that I got. Should you have any questions at all, please feel free to drop a comment below. I'll do my best to assist. If you found value and find this video helpful, consider becoming a subscriber and liking this video, as I will be bringing more like this for you. With that being said, I appreciate you, your time, and your support. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.